the right way. We're going to talk to you by Mr. Gbenga Ajetomobi, studied computer science at the Federal Polytechnic Ede, Ogun State. He then spent time working for the biggest animation studios in Nigeria as a 3D animation supervisor at Orange VFX Studio, as well as a senior 3D artist at Antlo Studios and later technical director at the same studio. In 2015, Gbenga founded Hybrid Animation to showcase his personal animation works, which was acquired by Limitless Studios Inc. Limitless Studios, co-founded by Gbenga in 2020, where he is currently the head of production. And they are also the makers of the popular children's 3D animation series, Ogo Berry. You can go and check it out on YouTube. I'm going to show you before we leave anyway on the screen. So please, can we give a resounding round of applause to our second speaker on today, Mr. Gbenga Ajetomobi. Now let's have our pronunciation. I hope I pronounced it all right. So please, let's give a round of applause. What a career in animation, in cartoons, what a teach you all about that today.
Can you hear me?
No.
How about now?
Yes.
Cool. So, first, I'd like to say thank you for the event organizers for bringing me here to speak with you guys. And I'm hoping by the end of the program, you have one or two things that you can take with you, that you can reflect on. Maybe they'll probably change your life in the process. So the topic is 3D animation done in the right way. When I first saw the topic, actually it was one of the things that actually motivated me to want to come and share something with you guys. I mean, they could actually write it as 3D animation or how 3D animation works or something, but the topic is 3D animation done in the right way. So it's kind of very interesting, and by the end of my talk, you guys will probably have an idea of how 3D animation is done from A to Z. So before I go on, I want to ask from the audience now, do you guys like 3D animation movies, short film and all the rest?
Yes.
Like you like it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Apart from liking it, maybe when you get to watch one of your animated animation movie, maybe a Disney movie or a Pixar movie or whatever, do you get to ask yourself how was this ever made?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
So when you do this, what do you have to after all? Do you get to watch the film and that is the end? Or do you go ahead and try to do more research to get to know how it was? Has anyone ever tried that? No? You have? Interesting. Everything, in everything that you have to do, or in every interest, or in every occupation or career that you want to venture in, it always comes with that interest. You see something and you're like, how did these people get to come up with this looking cool picture effect and all that? So I just want to share before I go into the topic, I want to share my own journey because I want you guys to be able to relate with what I'm about to talk about. So my own interest actually started in secondary school. I like when people in the careers ask you guys, if you draw or you know how to draw well, and I can see the numbers, I can see everyone raising their hand up and they're like, yes. So it actually starts from there. Back then I used to draw on sheet of paper. I did things like drawing my relative, my parents, no idea. I don't know anything about animation, but I love cartoons a lot. Those were the days of Pocahontas, you know, Tom and Jerry, and like all those Disney, Disney classics. Yes. Sorry. Those were like 2D animation, and that was where my own interest actually started. I love to draw a lot. So one day, I love to play video games a lot too, because video games and animation are, you know, hand in hand. So I love to play games a lot. I like to control stuff. So one day I just went to the software vendor, and I just wanted to buy like a video game, like a CD for my system that I can use to play game. So that was when I saw my first software for 2D animation, and that was as far back as 2008 thereabouts. So when I saw the software, like they wrote something animation related. I can't really remember the caption on the CD, but it was related to animation. And I was wondering, like, the cartoons that I used to watch, they call it animation. Now this is a software that does animation. So that was the beginning of it. So I forgot about the game that I wanted to buy in the first place. So I got the software, I saw the software. When I opened the software, I had no idea. Like, I don't know anything. Like, everything is black. But fortunately, with that software, like in most softwares, you see the documentation and maybe some how-to videos. But those are just going to tell you how to use the software, basically. But how you are going to make the software, like make something out of the software, it is now left to you. So that is where I went ahead and started doing research. And then right from that time, every animation movie that I get to watch, I see it differently, even up to today. If talking about recent times now, if a movie comes out, maybe I'm always on the lookout for new animated movies. And the moment it comes, I go to the cinema and I watch it. So this is what I do. I always watch it 2 times. The first time, I watch to enjoy, and I will not be thinking about the technical part of it. I'll just sit down there, try to understand the story and all that. And the second time, I'll go there just to break it down. I want to know what the person that did a particular shot was thinking about when he was doing that shot. In the technical aspect part of it, I want to know how so thing was made, because when you look at the movie, and maybe when you watch the movie and you go to the end credits, there are like lots of names. So the movie might have up to say maybe like 100 and above people working on that particular movie. It might just be like 30 minutes movie, or maybe an hour, or maybe 1 hour. Most movies are always like about 120 or 140 minutes. So you see like 100 people working on one particular movie and all that. So, like, I want to experience, I want to feel what they are thinking at that time when they were working on the stuff. And then I try to follow some of them on social media just to, like, get an idea of that. So that's like the end of that. So what I'm trying to tell you is that when you watch the movie or you see something like 3D animation, when you see anything 3D animation, you have to always start imagining. That's where your own thing will start from. If you can't imagine that, okay, how is this thing done? You might not probably be able to learn how to do. You might not be able to know how to. You might not be able to know how to do that particular thing. You understand? So you have to have a curious mind, and you have to be able to build up. So those are like. This will be part of the things that we'll be discussing on the slide that I prepared. So the topic I want to discuss is 3D animation, workflow, and career. So I kind of try to join these things together. 3D animation on its own is a topic, and the career aspect of it too is a topic too. But I want to try and merge everything together. So when I talk about the process, the person that is you get to understand more. So, in 3D animation is like a vast, it's like a big topic. You understand? It's like I said before, you have like hundreds of credits on one particular project. So it is not a one man's job. You have like many people, like many occupations, many careers, just within 3D animation. So now, you watch a movie now, maybe one of your favorite movie, and then you wonder, okay, how was this made? So I'm going to discuss the process of making that movie. So even if you are watching a short film or an advert that is done in 3D animation or animation generally, it's always the same process that the creators they go through, to get that, to get the video, to get the movie out. So the first thing is the idea. The idea is like the number one. Before a movie, before anything, the idea is always somebody's always thinking about, okay, this is what I'm thinking about at that point in time. So I'm going to make an example of where such ideas actually come from. I don't know, did anyone of you know someone named John Lasseter? Anyone? Okay, do you know Disney animation? You've heard of Disney animation before? You know Toy Story? You've seen Toy Story very well. So Toy Story, the idea of Toy Story came from John Lasseter. John Lasseter is like one of the people, like one of the pioneers of 3D animation. So he was like he loves toy a lot, like loves toy. Like some of us still love toy. Me, I still love toy. I love stop moving and robotic and all that. So he loves toy a lot, and the idea of Toy Story, the first one, came from John Lasseter. Maybe he probably just sat down at his home or at the office and was practicing playing with two toys or something like that. And then came up with the idea of what we can make this toy, move in a movie. And it kind of make a lot of sense because the people, the character, the people in the film, they don't know that these toys can actually move. Just like in real life, toys can move. But within the toy, I would say society, they can move. And when they see any human character, they will just like go back to their stream. So that was where the idea came from. And so many other movies always comes from one person. Any movie that you watch today comes from like an idea. And in big studios, what they do is that they have like different set of people that I would call a director. So like they have a lot of them, and these people they always come up with an idea. Before you see one movie, there must have been like hundreds and hundreds of ideas. So like for one particular movie, maybe for Frozen, for instance, before we can actually get to do Frozen, there must have been like many ideas. Like they have a bank of ideas where one person can say, okay, this is the kind of thing I'm thinking about today. Can we make it a film? We'll drop it somewhere, and maybe the producer or the head of studio maybe like a couple of people might actually just sit together and be like, if we do this kind of movie, will it be interesting to watch for the audience? Can we make money out of it, obviously? So those are like the things that we will consider before the idea can now, fly. So the idea is like the number one thing. And you might actually not be an animator yourself, or you might not be anything, but you can just be like a director, someone that has the directorial idea. So you might not even know how to animate or do anything, but you can actually be a director. So I put a director or a producer. So those are the career line for this aspect of the process. So you can be a director, or you can be a producer, or you can be a creator. Like for instance, another instance is that I'm working on a short film right now. I'm a 3D generalist, so what this means is that I can basically attempt every aspect of the workflow. Like I know a bit of everything. So now I'm working on a short film. So this short film, I was thinking about it and like nothing is coming to my head. So I have a friend who is a director, a Nollywood film director. So I just approached him and like, okay, you and I have worked in a 3D animation producing environment before. I want you to be the director of my short film. You direct, you start thinking about, you think about how the whole thing is going to be while I will just be the producer. So my own producer standpoint will be that I will be the one in charge of making sure the animation is done in a certain way. But the director will be the one with the idea of how it should be done. So that is the director and the producer and the creator. So the second one in the slide is so the second one is putting the idea down. You understand? So when you are coming up with this idea, it is you usually do this by just like writing it down, like maybe the piece of paper, of paper. So you just write it down. Maybe you're sitting at you are at the restaurant or you're somewhere, a piece of paper on the with you. You write it down. Okay, what am I thinking? Or maybe you're just sit outside, you're looking at people going by, coming by. So this idea will come to you, you just write it down. You don't want to wait till when you get home and some other things will happen. Maybe you're living in Lagos now and before you get home, you probably face traffic, the frustration and everything, you just make the idea go away. So you just write everything down, and once you have written everything down, then that is where you now consult with a script writer. So that is a career on its own. It's an occupation on its own. You see, script writers are everywhere. Although there are script writers for animation, and then there are script writers for other things like movie, and like they are although it's still the same thing, but the area is different. Someone that will write for animation will consider something like how the character moves in a funny way, and so many other things like that. So many exaggerating, ways for the character to move. You will consider that. But for a movie, for a Nollywood movie or a Hollywood or something, that will not be the case. The only thing they will just consider is maybe the mood, what the character, what the dialogues that come out of the character. So those are the things that you. So the writer for animation is different from the writer for a normal movie. So when you write the idea, you now pass it to the scriptwriter. So the scriptwriter will not be the one to put it down in the screen, they call it screenplay. So screenplay is a kind of document where that you hand to the actors in normal movies where they will write their dialogues. So whatever they will say in that movie will be in the screenplay. However they are going to maybe the mood or maybe are they going to be happy, saying those dialogues, all those things will be in the screenplay. So that's the aspect of putting the idea down. So the next one is storyboarding. So I feel like I don't know if you guys know what storyboarding is. Anyone here knows what storyboarding is? But you drop everywhere. You know storyboarding? Good. So okay, do you know comics? Come on. So comics is like it's like another way of saying storyboarding. You understand? You read comics, while you're reading it, you understand what is going on. You don't need to start reading like theoretical aspect of the story. But when you see the storyboard, so storyboard can be compared to like the comic, although they are like two different things. In the comics, you will probably color everything and make sure everything is looking very good and all that. But for a storyboard, you don't really need to color the thing. You just need to decide what your camera will be like, where the characters will be, what the characters will be doing. So this is an example of a storyboard for my upcoming short film titled The King. So like I just screenshot a part of it just to show you guys what the storyboard looks like. So in this place, this is an introduction of the shot. Show the stadium, and here it shows the players like going inside the stadium, and some activities here. At this point, we have activities. So like that's a storyboard. So what the storyboard do for the workflow is the idea that you write down as a screenplay. You have to draw everything out so that it's easier to actually be just like it is easier for you to carry a comic book and start reading it and start filling it. if you were given a script, you probably get bored of it. Like you know, time you will probably be like, okay, I want to take my time to read it because it's the theoretical aspect of the production. So, but when you see the storyboard, instantly you understand what is going on. So that is what the storyboard does. So a storyboard is basically done by a storyboarding artist. So these are people that draw comics. They are more of a storyboard artist as well because they understand camera, they understand perspective drawing, poses and all that. So they basically, most of the storyboard guys I've seen around, they probably start their career drawing comics or so before they now make the storyboard became like a career for themselves. So the next one is a character design. So character design, as you can see here, is more like drawing. So in the story, they are talking about one particular character, this one, that one, maybe the main character, maybe the villain or whoever. It has to be drawn out so that, you know, this case, you know, I said before that you have like 100 and many more people working on the project. So maybe the person that wrote the script probably understand the story, but what about other people in the production? How do they get to know what the story is all about? So that is why the process, this workflow is actually very important. So when you draw the character concept, there are some people, the departments in the production that work on character development. So they will draw the character, like sometimes this might actually be like it might actually take a while before they can conclude that okay, this is what. Maybe they probably draw someone like for this character now, his name is Kado. Before we actually, even this, we have actually changed this. This is not the most updated look. We have actually changed that. But before you get to the final piece, you must have gone through like a lot of design, you keep drawing, and when you show it to the director, the person that has the idea, you might be like, no, this is not who I'm thinking about for this story. Maybe we can add this, maybe we can remove the boots or the stickers or whatever and put something else. So this character design is going to tell a story of its own in the movie. Any animation movie that we watch, whatever they are dressing is like, or whatever they are putting on, or whatever, we call it props. Anything you have to character, it has a purpose in the story. So those props will be designed at this stage so that everyone can have an idea that okay, maybe the character is going to use a gun or whatever. How will the gun look like? So those are the things that will be decided in this character design stage. So the character designer is the work of the character designer is done by a concept. We call it concept artist. So concept artist is a job of its own, and it's being done by people that love to draw a lot. So if you love to draw very well, you can as well just be a concept artist. So the next one is the environment design. Just like you develop the characters, okay, where these characters are going to be, you have to develop that as well. You have to develop the environment, and before we can even, you can see that so far I've not even really been talking about anything 3D yet. This is, we call this the pre-production stage, where you have to plan everything. In a movie, when you watch a movie, it takes maybe a movie of 1 hour, 30 minutes or so. Sometimes it takes years to do that 1 hour, 30 minutes, depending on how the decision making of the production company is. I know some movies that actually took up to like 4 years to be done, for it to just run for like 1 hour plus. And the reason why it takes this long is because the people that want to do this film, they have not yet, maybe it might be technological hindrances or whatever, but the people that are creating this, they are yet to actually arrive at where they want to be. I'll give you an instance now. You know Avatar? Yes. The movie. You know the first one came out in 2009, yeah? And they are still working on the second one. And it is set to come out by, I think next year or so, 2023. And immediately they finish the first one, although they want to make it like the 2 parts, part 2, part 3, they are doing the production all together. But imagine since 2009, This is 20, that's a long time. And the funniest thing is, they did not abandon the production. They are still on it. Maybe at some point they want to develop their own tools. They want to be the world leader of a particular aspect of this. They want to create their own tool that maybe after the movie they can now start talking about it like this awesomeness that you see in this movie, this is what we went through to make it. And the thing is, at the end of the day when they release the movie, they are going to make their money back. The money they spent for like 12 years or so now, they will still make it back. So the environment design is drawing the environment where the whole activities is going to like take place. Any element in the environment that the characters will be interacting with, this is where you develop that. In this org that we are right now, it's an environment, and if something is going to happen here, the character designer is going to draw it out. If we are going to add some elements that we don't have here already, the character designer, an environment designer will be the one to draw those things out. Even before you go to the market and buy these things or you model this thing out, you'll be the one to design. So this will help us to not be kind of working blindly. The next person in the workflow will understand that, okay, this is what I'm working with. I'm not thinking beyond this. This is just what is needed, and this is what I have to do. So an environment concept artist is the one that does the environment design, and we have like a couple of them all around. So the next one is the dialogue recording. So you have the script, you have the screenplay. So now is now will be the time to start casting the role. Even you have not really done any other job, but once you have approved, this always happens when the script has approved though. You don't want to start recording on a script that is not yet, that has not gotten approval. Because when you do that, and then the director wakes up in a very bright morning, takes his coffee and all that, and then he looks at the script again, and he feels like, oh no, this should not be here. This should not be here. So now you have to now go through the process of recording the dialogue again. So in a case where, for dialogue recording, you want to cast actors, voiceover actors, to do the dialogue for you. Of course, we need a studio engineer, someone that is very good with sound. So you need that, and the voiceover actor. So this will be like a process between both of them, and of course with the director present to be able to give feedback in real time. So that is the one. So for voiceovers, I mean, you probably know a lot of popular voiceovers. Like for instance now, like for most of the films that you watch, most of the animation movies that you watch, when they are doing the promotion or so, they always put the picture of whoever voices a particular character. They always add that with the poster of the film, so that you can get to know who is talking when the character is performing, and they're like even most of these actors are in Hollywood. Hollywood, and for Hollywood animation, of course, we use Hollywood actors, but for Hollywood, they cast people that are very talented in doing voiceover. And voiceover is like a thing itself. You don't just go over to the studio and say, oh, today I want to start voicing this. There are some things to it. There's a way you voice for animation. Like they pay so many things like you put into consideration when you're voicing for animation, because the way animation works is not like a normal movie. You see the characters doing infatuating stuff. It has to be in the voicing as well. Most of these voices are actually passed down to the animators. Sometimes I'm going to discuss that. They can use the voice, the tone of the voice. Maybe someone is mimicking something. When he mimics the stuff, has to be considered in the animation as well. So they are voiceover actors, just like they are screenwriters for animation and for normal movie. They are also voiceover for movies and for animation as well. So if you learn to voice very well, maybe you think your voice is dope, and then you can, most times you can voice different characters, you can voice character A, you can voice character B. So voice over is actually something that you can actually consider. You can play around, maybe you can carry your smartphone, you can start recording and start playing around with that. It's actually a very lucrative career actually. So like the picture before, I put the picture there. So this is a section of our, one of the section of our Omuberry, the children content mentioned earlier. So we actually use kids, talented voice actors kit to voice this particular project. So and even for the music, we have some kids that are actually like very talented in singing and all that. So we casted them and we just like bring them over to the studio and then get them to do what they love to do better. If you get to, maybe after the event, you can check out Omuberry on YouTube, so probably have an idea of what I'm talking about. So the next one is character modeling. So in the other slide, I was talking about character design. So this is the drawing aspect of the workflow, developing the character, drawing the character out and all that, like I said before. So this character designs will now be sent over to the character modeling department. So this is the beginning of the 3D aspect of the workflow. Alright? So this is the beginning of the 3D aspect of the workflow. So this is when the concept will now be passed to the 3D modeler. So the modeler will sculpt the character out based on the concept art that was sent to the department. So you can see the previous character that I was showing, which is Ricardo. So this is like a 3D. This is a 3D looking of the character. Although we've not applied some shading and color and everything, but this is what it will look like in the basic stage. Once you have sculpted the character. So before you take anything from there, you pass it on to maybe director. So this is where the director will now decide, oh, I don't like how the hand is too big. The leg is too short or something. So that can be fixed in this stage. So the person that does 3D modeling is a character modeler. So we call it character modeler. If you can go, like all these things I'm talking about, you can write them down. If you're interested in any part of the workflow, just put it on probably Google or YouTube. You get like many information about this part of the workflow. You understand? So I'm just talking about the overview of everything so that I can get you to have an idea of what each of these people does to make a final movie. So the next one is the environment modeling. Of course, just like you have the environment concept artist, the 3D aspect of that is environment modeling. So this is where the environment modeler will get the concept artist that was sent to him by the concept artist. So this is what you're looking at here is not the real footage. This is actually a 3D model. So we have not really done any lighting or so to it. This is just a description from the software. So this is 3D of that the previous environment concept artist that I shared before. So it is being done by a modeling environment or level artist. The reason why we call it level artist sometimes is in gaming. The video games that we play, they also have characters, they have environment as well. So in the gaming, basically, they call them level artists. So the guys that develop the environment and everything. And the reason why, I think, when I looked at it, the reason why they refer them as level artists is because the environment in gaming is kind of designed for gaming. So you might have a situation whereby the character you're using in the game probably smashes something and then the thing will break apart. So those are the things that you consider in modeling. But in animation, you don't really need to. If you have people break something apart, it has to be animated. So that is the level and the environment modeling artist. So the next one is the storyboard animatic. So, the storyboard animatic is like a combination of the dialogue that you have recorded before at the studio and the storyboard that was, drawn before by the storyboard artist. So these two will be combined together on a timeline. Any one of you knows what editing is? Movie editing. You know what editing now? Some of you will probably edit your pictures or videos together with your phone and stuff. So we have something like that. Maybe a little bit complicated, but it's something like that. You join two clips together, you add audio, maybe music or something, you add it to it. So now you combine the storyboard and the dialogues, the voicing, you combine them together. So when look at this frame here, maybe you see these two characters, they will probably sing on the timeline. You have the audio. Maybe they are singing or they are saying something to each other. You add the audio to the timeline. So when you hit play on your playground on the software, you'll be looking at the image and then the image will be telling the story. But this time around, you're not reading anything. You're only listening. The audio is playing and the images are like, you put a lot of images together. And so the importance of the animatic is for just like the other part of the workflow. When someone does something, it is useful for the next person in line. When the environment artist, concept artist draw the environment, it is for the director to approve. But after the director has approved it, he will pass it down to the modeling artist. So the modeling artist is the one that will use that concept artist. I will use the concept that was drawn before. So this one now is useful for short breakdown. So I said before that you have a lot of people working in a movie. So how do they split the animation between themselves? So this animatic is what they use. So maybe they have a scene, a shot. Maybe I'm probably moving from here to this place. That is a shot. Then I'm coming down, from this step. That is another shot again. So one person does not necessarily it doesn't need to animate the both process of me walking forward and coming down the steps. So they will split this between two people, and why they do that is so that they can one thing is that so that one person can focus on one particular shot and you will focus on that one only for a period of time. Another thing is to have a different if two people are working on two shots, you have varieties of shots. A shot might actually be better than the other one, or you just have like different ideas of different animators, and it will be progressing to the animation. You have to draw 25 pictures to form just 1 second. So if you have to do a minute now, that will mean that you have to draw up to like 2005 images. That's if you are doing 2D animation. Like all those 2D animation classes that you probably see. This is what they do it. They draw image, like a lot of images. So the person that just probably not work on more than 5 seconds of animation in the movie. An animator that just not work more than 5 seconds. So you have other ones doing. So imagine if you are doing 5 minutes now. So that's a minute is 2005 drawings. So with my calculation here, 2005 for 5 minutes would be 12,500 drawings. Only one person will, unless you want to kill the person, I don't know, but only one person will not want to, you don't want to give the task of getting this done to one person. So imagine, maybe if the project is very short, maybe you don't have enough money to run the project and you can't bring a lot of people in. So let's say in that 5 minutes, you can say maybe 5 animators, you can give them a minute each to animate. So they will be animating 2005 frames, 2005 drawing. So when you do that, maybe your production timeline is like a month for the animation. So if the person is doing 2005, another person is doing 2005, all the 5 animators can deliver you 5 minutes in that you are the only person, you probably spend, maybe you say, okay, I don't have any money, I just want to run this thing by myself, which is fine. Some of us have done that already in the past. The only thing is that it's going to take you a long time. Let's say you put yourself on the timeline that I'll be delivering 1 minute, which is 2,500 every month. So that will take you 5 months to finish the animation. And sometimes, trust me, it is not always very sweet. Maybe after 1 month you get tired of it and like, these things you are telling me, this is what great people do all the time. You'll be like, no, I want to work on something else. This is getting tired. So these are the things that might actually happen. So in the workflow, this is why you have like many people doing many things all together. So this is a way to actually get the job done, faster. So that is so the animation now is actually is the next one. So animation is I would say is the most interesting part of the workflow. And I think that animators are the ones that actually does the bulk of the job. It is actually the most popular, thing that if you watch a film and they put the people that made the film, they probably line them up or something, and they start talking about what each person does and the importance of what each person does. You probably admire the animators more because by the time the animator start telling you the process that it took for it to actually get his shot, or maybe you'll probably be like, okay, maybe I have like a month deadline and 15 days after that, 1 month, I didn't get the motivation, the motivation to actually work with that shot, because you have to be at your right state of mind before you can actually say you want to sit down and start animating, because a lot of things are involved, the timing of the animation, you acting in front of the camera to create your own reference, so many other things like that. So back in the day, when I was starting up, I started by being a model. Like I modeled characters and all. And when I was doing that, I had someone in the industry. Like I just approached someone that I see as a mentor then. So I talked to him and I was like, oh, I'm doing this thing now. You can probably see from where I am and maybe beyond. So why can't you just advise me on one thing? Because everything is getting very overwhelming. I'm doing this one, I'm doing modeling, I'm trying to read we call it rigging. Rigging is the process of making the character move. So I'm doing the rigging, I'm doing that. So why don't you just advise me on something that I can do that will go a long way for me? So that was when they now told me that you can be a journalist because of the kind of then it wasn't even like this kind of industry that you find yourself. You don't really have much animation opportunities that time. So, but if you're an animator, you can work here, you can even still probably work abroad. They will probably see you, they will need you more if you're an animator than any other thing. I'm like, okay, fine. So I started animating at that time, and of course I did not leave every other aspect as well. I was doing everything together, but I was focusing more on animation, and I would say that for my journey, animation has actually done more. Animation is like the leader that takes every other part of the workflow along. So you might not be able to model, but you can find someone that can model the character for you. You might not be able to read the character, you might not be able to draw the concept artist, but there are always people around that can do these things for you. But when it comes to the animation, you don't get to see a lot of people that do that. So that is the animation part of it. So you should look on, try and look out and do your research, search for animation, 3D animation, the animation aspect of 3D animation, because 3D animation is like a topic, a big thing that brings everything together. But you want to open up to, you want to search specifically for animation itself. So that's that. So the next one is lighting and batch ready. So after the animation, you have designed the character, you have built the character, you pass it down to the person that will. Animation is basically the movement you get, the movement of the character. Is what if you don't know what animation is. The movement of the character, making the character move. The person that makes the character move is the animator. So after the animation is done, the shots here now, this one at the other end is the animation with the camera, everything, set to how you want to do. So this other one here is still the same thing, but this is the render version of the other one. So rendering is like adding colors and lighting. Let's take for instance now, we don't have daylight, maybe we are like at night, you understand? And we turn all the lights. What is going to happen? Everything will be down. So lighting now, lighting works like in the real sense, like in our real environment. So we have to put lights everywhere to brighten. Even if like daylight, there's sun outside, and we turn all these lights off, everything will still be dark. So 3D animation kind of work similarly to like everything they do in 3D animation is like emulating what is happening in the real world. They just try to exaggerate it a bit more. Maybe you make somebody jump from one place to another place, which you probably don't want to do in life. So that's what animation does. You want to make the character act funny in a way, maybe stretching, like come and get kind of vibe. So now this is the lighting of that particular shot. So we have added the light, there's a song, because it's a, can you see this image? Yeah. So this is an outdoor scene. So we added the song. Of course, the song is the only thing that will make your shadow to be this much. So we added the song from above, and then after adding the song, because there's plenty shadows around, so we have to kind of add some other light that will make the character, because this is kids content. You want it to be as bright as possible. So you have as many lights you need to just make it for you to be able to see the expression of the character's face. So the lighting is actually like a very big deal. No matter how your animation looks fantastic or anything, the lighting is what you see in the cinema when you go to the cinema to watch the animation, or you watch it on your phone, or maybe your laptop or something. It's the lighting that actually see how maybe like you are when you watch Frozen, you see that most of the scene is bluish. Yes. So there's a reason why they make it like they've been able to black eyes everywhere. So the vibe of eyes have to be, you don't want to have red or something, unless you have a character as a red or something that you can make it to red or something. So the vibe is always bluish, kind of vibe. So the lighting is very important. So that is where the lighting takes you to decide, and the lighting actually works in normal real movies. If you watch a CIA movie, for instance, a CIA movie, you see this cloudy kind of effect. And if you're watching something that is too bright, not the movie that is too. So the lighting actually helps to tell the story. The mood of where the characters are, the lighting will determine that. Even when the animation is fantastic, I've seen animation that is very cool, but the lighting is not great. So it is when the lighting is done that you will now do the rendering. So rendering is like putting everything together, and then you click the button, and then you wait for the final output. So after setting the light for the scene, you want to render the scene out, and rendering is actually very expensive. Rendering is done by computer. So this one is not you doing anything anymore. This is you. This is where you have probably done everything there is to be done. Now you now wait for the computer, to do the rest. So in 3D animation, we don't render out as from software. We don't render out as video, as a video file. We render as image. I told you before that the second of animation is 25 frames, 25 images. So we render it out as images. So a second now will be like 25 images. So now that will now take us to the next slide there, which is editing and then compositing. So these images that we render out, we have to compose. Composition is joining several images, image sequences together to form a file. So you join 25 images together. You put it into the software. There are compositing software that you can use for this process. So you put images, you put 5 images there. It gives you a second of animation. You put the next 25 inside, then it gives you an. So this is when you compare. So if you have 2,500 images now, you load it in, the software will recognize the images with the name. You have a name. You have a naming convention that you use, and then of course you have to have numbers. So the software will understand the number that you have added. So let's say so 1, so 2. Maybe for instance, compare 1, compare 2, or 3. So you have like lots of image sequences. So when you load them inside the software, maybe 2,000, if you have 2,500 of those images into the software, then it will give you a minute of animation. So when you press play on the software, your animation will play out, rendered and color, lighting. So this is an example of one of the introducing shots for our series. So we just want to have have the scope of the city and all that. So the camera was going for about 6 seconds. So we put the code on the timeline and then we make the video. So another thing about composition is that sometimes when you render your images out, there might be mistakes. When you are doing rendering, I told you it's a computer thing. Sometimes it's one way. What I mean one way is that when you press a button and the computer starts rendering it out, you may not be able to go back again. So you have to wait for the computer to be done. So maybe when you sit down or you wait to do something else for the computer to be done, and by the time you now come back, you now see that, one thing is missing in the shot that you could not see before. Maybe the camera was supposed to be holding something and you forgot to add that element of characters because you didn't notice. So composition is actually a art that can help you to fix that. You don't really need to render everything all over again. You just need to render the part where you need to render the part where the character is holding that object, or you render out the object that the character is holding. And then inside the compositing software, that is when you now add that element to it, and then you now export it out as a video file. So when you do that, you will now pass the video. I said before that an animator animates only a shot. So when you are lighting, the light per shot. They don't light the whole movie all together. They light shot by shot. Maybe one animator has shot A, the shot where will be passed to the lighting artist to do. One particular, we have like several lighting artists for a film. So one lighting artist might just take that shot A, shot B, and go to that person. But there's always a reference of what both of them will be following, so that the continuity of that shot will be on point. So after using the composition software, you have several videos that you have to edit together. So that's where you need another medium where you need the editing software. Before you are using the editing software to put your storyboard and your dialogue and everything together. But this time around, you're going to use it to put your clips, all your animation shots together. So this is like what the editing software I will use. This is what it looks like. So you can see, I don't know maybe from this time you will be able to see, but here we have like several shots. But you can see this one that is up and down. Yeah? So these are like several shots to actually make an episode of one movie. You have a shot here, another one here, another one here, another one here. You have a lot of them. Sometimes you might have up to 17 shots, sometimes you might have one of that. So you might have, depending on how long the episode is going to be. So if we are probably working on, say, 3 minutes or so, you might have up to 20 shots, 20 videos joined together in the editing software. So when we join everything together, all we just need to do is we export it out as a file. So that one file is what we now going to upload on social media or any medium or anything. So that one file is what we now. So a movie is always a file. So after they've exploded everything now, it's going to be a fire. So now the size of the fire, the size of the movie will not determine how big the fire is going to be. You might have, for a movie, because of the policy, like for instance now, for a Disney movie now, because of the render in 4K, even more than 4K. Do you know what 4K resolution is? You don't know what 4K? How many of you use a smartphone here? So, did you know your phone resolution, screen resolution? Do you know it? You don't know your screen, the phone screen resolution. This is something you should find out. So, as you're looking at your screen, it has a resolution. Sometimes for a phone, for my smartphone, for instance, you know the height is 1920. The side is 1080. So any image that I'm going to put on this phone that I want to be as bright as possible has to be this resolution. If I'm putting anything that is going to be lesser than this resolution, the image will not be clear. Have you seen like a movie or something that you watch and you see that it's not clear, like it's looking blurry? You see that before? It's because the footage they use for that particular movie is very low. So if you're watching, if you have a TV now, maybe you have a big TV. Maybe you have, you know, TV inches, right? So let's say you have a 32 inches, a 32 inches screen TV. A 32 inches is, I think, 720 by 5 something in terms of resolution. So if you're going to put something that is lower than that, it will not be clear for that TV. It might be clear for a TV that is lower than that, maybe 18 inches or 24 inches. But now, if you now put something that is bigger than the screen of the TV, you will now see that it is very sharp. You can almost see something that is far within the movie. So for a cinema, for a film that will premiere in cinemas now, the resolution is usually very big. So now I think the render as big as 4K now. So what I mean by 4K is 4,000 by I think 4,000 by 4,000 for a square feet. Well, I think when they say 4K, 8K, it's usually wide. So what I'm trying to say is that when they process this video out, they make it as big as possible so that even the person at the back and the cinema will get to see how bright the film is. So in a film now, for a film now, maybe when you watch this movie, the file for that movie that you're watching might be, in terms of size, it might be up to like say 24 gig or maybe 30 gig or even bigger than that. Because there's so many quality that they exploited in the video file of the film. So now the sound now. So for a movie, they have to do the dialogue that I discussed before, voicing out what each character says in the film and all that. So there's also an after stage called the sound design. So you are probably watching the movie and the character probably smashes his or her face on the wall or something, and then you hear some kind of sound effect. So those things did not come from inside the animation. Those were like put in place by the sound engineer after they have the file exported out. The sound engineer will now take the file, he will put it on the screen, he will now start developing sound effects that they are going to add to. Maybe you open the door, you want to hear the sound of the door. Maybe you're probably like, maybe you have a character that is that used to enter inside the house without getting noticed, and maybe later the door now kind of make a noise that now gets the whole house to know that particular character. So what is sound? They are very important to. If try this maybe one time, try to watch a movie and then you turn the sound off. You see that no matter how interesting that film is, you will not feel it. In this place, has anyone seen Avenger, the Endgame? I don't know if you remember the part towards the end where the other guys that were banished in the previous one, when they came listen to what you have, try to turn the sound off, and you might probably not feel anything. You just looking at the screen and those things happening. But because of the sound that you put there, you're looking at the screen, you're looking at how, everything is making sense, and the sound is coming in as well. So everything will just be working together to make you enjoy that visual, everything that you see. So that is the work of the engineer. So maybe for the sound, the engineer might actually want to put everything together, but we actually have to propose that for a film. If you are doing a feature film, you probably need a composer, someone that will sing, or if you're not doing anything, maybe you will play instrument like for instance now, Pirates of the Caribbean now, if you have seen the movie, you see the soundtrack is very interesting. When characters start moving from one place to another, they play some kind of, I don't know the name, I don't know music like that, but they play some kind of instruments that, the more the character moves, the pitch goes up, and so those are the things that they try to do to make sure that the audience is going to feel the movie at the end, like when you watch the movie, you just come out and be like, that film is dope. When you say the film is dope, you are indirectly saying, oh, everything altogether makes sense. You can't really pinpoint. You might actually look at the story and be like, oh, it's nice, but there are some other elements that they put together to make sure that the story comes out, and then the way they want to tell the story comes out. So I think that should be the end of the. So I put this bonus at the end where I say how to get to so I will add this one to slide. So when I was writing this, what I was thinking of was that I started my career, my MP3 graduation in 20, I said around 2008, 2009. And one thing that was not common then was streaming of information. There was nobody anywhere that would tell you that, okay, this is how you can do it. Most of us that are probably that is still doing this thing today, we started by going through a lot of things before we were trying and we're practicing and doing trial and error mostly. So there's no place where you can go to or nobody that you can go to and talk to that, okay, please get me started on this thing and everything. So but now there are information everywhere. If you go online now, just type the animation on Google now, you see a lot of things that you read and you get to understand more. And 3D animation is career on its own. Well, I don't think in our institution, they look back. Although in some schools and some lecturers that actually, that I can say are exposed, they will tell their students that, okay, this is 3D animation. I have some people that work, along with me, that it started from school. It started from their lecturer telling them that, okay, this is Gbenga, we call the software Gbenga, it's a 3D animation tool that is free. Download this tool. There are like many information online. Try to study that. At the end of the day, when they finish school, most of them didn't really get to practice what they went to do. And we all, kind of know how the country is. Before you can actually get your big job, you have to like extraordinary. So most of them, get to turn into a career, and at the end of the day, it's paying their bills and they are going through it. So that is why I want to talk to you guys. So if maybe, I don't know, oftentimes when I get to talk to many people about 3D animation, maybe a percentage of 30%, 20% of the audience, they probably want to go all the way. Well, so those 30%, 20%, this is for you. So how do you, get your dream job with 3D animation? The first thing is you pick an area of specialty. I've discussed like many things here, the script writer, the concept artist, the modeler and everything. So the first thing that you have to do for yourself is to, be interested in one particular aspect of the workflow. Don't consume everything. I think before we usually want to do everything, but these days there are actually studios, there are companies where you can actually be doing only one thing, and you can actually be good at it and they will praise you to go all the way. But like before, when you have to be an animator, you have to be the modeler, that's too much. So the first thing is is you have to pick one area that you like very well. You get it. So we want to be concept that is all the way. Start drawing, start thinking about like start talking to people online on social media, people that you think you like the art. There are lots of them on Instagram. Start talking to them online and let's ask like direct questions like don't try to say look hello hi or something. Try to relate to them. Be direct. Oh, hello, good afternoon. My name is so person. Okay, I'm looking to start a career and so thing. And don't be looking at it as okay, oh no, I'm still in my secondary school. I don't really have to think about this now. That is not true. Me, I started my own when I was like probably 22 years old, and I always say that I wish I could have actually started way earlier. Because the kind of thing that I was doing now, when I was 22 now, I'll probably like spend like maybe 24 hours, 14 hours, not sleeping, learning and doing stuff. But now, getting older and settling down, I don't have a lot of things. And there's still so many things that I still need to get done. I'm not there yet. I still want to spend so many hours trying to study. You know, the 3D animation thing is not something that, okay, it's just tomorrow now, you probably read an article that, okay, you've probably done the new technology, you've done this, you've done that, and the one that you are using is nobody's favorite, or it's probably not the one that I do want anymore. So you keep doing daily research, trying to, be better at that thing that you know, so that the world don't leave you behind. So if you are young, it's actually better because you probably don't have anything much, but you don't have bills that you have to pay. Some of us we have to compromise sometimes. When I see something that I can get some knowledge on, I might not entirely want to go for that thing. I will probably want to go for the one that will give me money based on my level of experience. But that is not always the thing. You have to go for the one that you can get as many knowledge as possible, so that when you get to a place when they are doing this particular thing, they will see that okay, you probably know what you're doing. So you will pick an area of security, you try to do your research, and then you start practicing and you go on to it. So the next one is learn and develop, because for even for your school, what you're doing in your school, you're saying that you should study a course or a subject or something, you have to study, you have to do this and do that before you pass. So that is the way we do it. And one thing that actually made me not give up on this animation, even in those top years, is the practical aspect of it. You don't need to be reading one textbook or something for you to actually get something. There are actually videos everywhere that you can watch to get you started. You might be thinking, oh, this is but when you watch a video, maybe a basic video of 3D animation, you might actually have, maybe in one day, you might actually have like an idea of things that you never know before. When you watch a movie, you can know that, okay, I know, you can know the name of friends, I know how so person did, so I know this and this. So it will stand you out. So that the more you learn, the more you develop, the more you get better. And it is always practical. You don't need to read a book or anything. Although there are actually 3D animation books, but when you open the book, what you see inside is more drawings, illustrations and all that. They don't expect you how to move from point A to point B. You have to do one thing. They only show you an image. I want you guys to look for a book. Please write it down. They call it Animator's Survival Kit. Animator's Survival Kit. It's a PDF book. This book was written by the people I will call the pioneers of animation generally. So even till today, the big people that you see that works in this studio, they still use principles. This book is basically images, like a lot of things are one person's experience and researches. So just get this book will give you an idea. It's like when you're reading comics, it has a lot of drawing. The way the author, the way they package the book is very interactive. Like you look at it, the moment you look at the page, you instantly understand something that you don't know before. So try and get this book, Animator's Survival Kit. So the next one is, of course, get at least a year of professional experience. You don't need to be out of secondary school or to be out of institution before you get a professional experience. You can actually have people, you can be an intern studio that does animation. There are lots of them in Lagos nowadays. You can, be there, you can learn why you're still young like this. There's so many things that you can learn now that imagine if maybe when you get to a level now, you get to an age, maybe when you're 30 now, and you're talking about your experiences and you're like, oh, I've been doing this thing for like 15 years. That 15 years, what you have been doing in that 15 years is no joke. And you can't that can be compared to somebody that just probably started maybe 1 year or 2 years. There's something that that was used in that time that we still make use of right now. So that's where those experiences are. When I watch some videos sometimes for videos about making, I watch the making of film development because like I said before, I want to know how what they were thinking when they were doing. Of course, I know how to develop, but I still want to have an idea of a particular kind of thing, how they come about it. When someone talks about it, you see a guy that is barely 29 years old. He will tell you that he has been doing this thing since he was 18, since he was 16. He will tell you that, okay, maybe when his family moved to a social state, and then he saw one person, the person was talking about 3D animation, and the family just said, okay, maybe you can probably just press it, maybe after your midterm or something, maybe you have a break of 3 months or 2 months or 3 months or whatever, you can go there and then. So from there, these things, if you go to all these big studios now, you see that young guys are the ones that the main part. This one is not all this kind of 3D animation is not it's not a career where you have old people. Old people are actually like they sit at the back. They let the young guys that have more capacity, to actually like know things that are going on now to take the lead. So they will reference one person. All like John Aseta now. John Aseta is like is for feature films that they make now. They put him as probably the executive producer. He started off being an animator. At some point, he became a director, and he did some other things. But now he's just the executive producer as a back. So when you look at the person that probably directed the film or the creators of the film, you see that they are young guys, just like you and I. The only thing is that they have access to this information, quite early in their years, compared to somebody that is just old and just getting the information. So you get one, for you to work at any studio, you only need about a year of professional experience. Professional experience is different from your year of experience. Like me now, I started in 2009, but I actually started working professionally by 2013. Like working with other people, working with the studio, and all that. So, but when you have a year of professional experience in the studio, this will prep you. You will get to know how one person, all these things I'm talking about, you see the real time, you see the modeler doing his thing, you see the concept, so you understand how these people come together, how they sit on the round table to discuss the idea and everything for the project. So the last one is to compile your best job and apply. So for the show just like when you go to school and you want to apply for a job and they tell you that okay, so things is needed, you need to have 2 points and this and that. So for animation, you just leave your showroom. You might go to a school of animation and spend 20 years or spend 10 years. At the end of the day, what you get to that job is that your showroom. The showroom is the videos and the content that you have created. So that is what the showroom is. So there's a way you have to put it together. You put your name at the beginning. It's a video file basically. So oftentimes you just have to, when you apply, most times you apply online, you just attach the file to the mail of the employer, and then you introduce yourself and stuff, and then you send it. So that video is going to be the one to get that your dream job. Like in instance now, the studio where I think I have the head of production. If anyone has to apply, I get a lot of people sending email, I want to do this, I want to do that, I have interest in this, okay, I will do this. So after everything that I have written, I'll just really, I want to go down to the attached section of the mail. I just want to see the showroom. After I've seen the showroom and whatever I've seen satisfies me, then I might have to go up again and start doing whatever I've done, okay, I've worked. Because at the end of the day, when you come and work with us, it is that thing that you show us that we want to see in our work. So showing is very important. job. So I believe that's the end of it. So,
then the person does not know it and you give the animation first thing. But what I want to say is that why is it that in 2D animation, you know, in 2D animation, like it's just like if you want to show picture, like it's just like flash over, you just show it and you write the text now and the person does the standing. But why is that they don't do it?
Yeah, that's actually I think what is trying to say is that for 2D animation, it mostly involves more stills. Because it's stills, you have the character standing, the environment everything is there, you don't move that much. Is that what you're trying to say? That they don't move that much, but 3D it involves a lot of movement and all that. I think it's just the style. It's the style of the animation, you understand? That is why we have visual aspects. And in some cases, you maybe when, like I said, wait for the idea. When they are coming up with the idea, they will decide if they want to make it ready or they want to make it ready. This one that you just mentioned now is sort of a low budget kind of production. You understand? They don't get to do more of movement. An example of this is boom dogs. In boom dogs, they don't really do much of movement, just character, the mouth moving and everything. Or in 3D animation, you use some characters coming around and do stuff. So the budget sometimes, or maybe generally the style of animation that you want to do. So it depends on the creator. It depends on them. It depends on what they want to achieve with the story. And of course, budget depends on. Budget for 3D animation is generally very much like it involves lots of money. So that can actually be one of the
what they do, like they speak, because they are speaking their language and like somebody is speaking English. Like they are speaking their language, but they speak Hausa, another thing is
What's the question?
Is he a voice over?
yes. That is an aspect of the voice over.
So my question is that is it possible for me to snap you like this? Is it possible for me to snap you like you are walking, I just take a picture of you? Can I use it to form like a video? Like video that you are walking. Like I just snap you like this, then I snap you. Is it possible for me to do it as you are moving?
Yes and no. Yes, if you are the content creator, you have a camera, of course you can do a video of you moving, you can take it to your editing software. But when it is animation, what the video that you made is only for reference. You can't put that video into animation and turn it into animation. That is not possible. It can only be like a sort of reference. You understand? You want to understand how a particular character moves. You do a video, and now animate the character to follow that movement. So that is what you can do with a video. So if you want to animate the movie, you can shoot a video of the movie, but you have to go through creating you as a 3D character, bringing me as a 3D character, and now animating me as a 3D character, which will to achieve that.
Why I said that because when I was in junior school,
There's one of my class teacher, and she normally teaches one thing like that, and she also know about it. I think they call it scratch club, because it's a club. So there's a cartoon that she played. That cartoon, she used it to create this just normal picture. Then when she take it to the screen, she will put like house there, and the thing will be moving, and it's cartoon like just possible for the future to move?
I think that aspect of animation, they call it, if I get that right, they call it cut motion or something. So cut motion is basically physical animating, where you create an object, then you can now be using your hand to move the object, and then you be recording those poses. And at the end of the day, you can now play everything together, maybe with your camera or something, and to form the movement. They call it cut motion.
And it's also toys.
Yeah. It's actually an aspect of animation you can actually do, but it takes a long time. Because they have to do this thing one after another. Or like using the advantage of computer to help you with some things. This one is more of hand-made animation. Yes.
My question is that, can you turn a particular form into a 3D animation? A particular form into a 3D animation?
Yes, you can actually. But you know, you have to go through the process. There is actually some comics that are, even in Nigeria. I want you to check out Malaika. I don't know if you have heard of Malaika before. Malaika is actually a comic series. So the creator, they did about 12 minutes 3D animation of that particular comic. Most of this stuff that you watch, most of these films that we watch about Marvel and the rest, all the Spider-Man and everything, you know, they do movies based on the comic. So it's actually possible to make 3D animation out of comic. But of course, you have to go through the process. So you can only use the comic as, say, the idea. You already have the characters from the comic. So you don't need to be thinking about what character will look like anymore. Just like when you see Spider-Man, you know what Spider-Man is going to look like. So you just make the 3D character out of that and you do the animation.
That's the question. I was listening to his question, and I see that somebody slapped him and then made him work. Like when I was in KSC, we call it something called Code Lagos. We call it Code Lagos. So when you go to that particular icon in the website, when you click on that thing, there is one animal there, the normally called is crash, is cat. It will stand still. So we don't want to instruct you to move, to talk, put some other things there. So when we instruct those things, they will carry out the movement or the instruction that you gave them. So if you walk and I snap you, if I'm able to put it on that particular icon, if I instruct you to move, you will move. If I instruct you to say hello, you say hello.
I don't really know much about that, but what I know is that most software like that are more like enhanced. It's like a kind of Kickstarter kind of software for anyone that wants to learn animation. Like just for you to have an idea of what animation is basically, moving from one place to another. But I don't know if that is really for the, like for the industry, for the animation industry. I don't think that's like an ideal for a Kickstarter. You guys to actually understand the process of animation, because the software is built in a way where that thing that you mentioned now is built to work like that. So you can't use it to do something else, but it's just built to do that specific thing. There are so many other software like that already has a character inside the scene, and you can even move and program your movement into that character that you have. So those are like just built software that
before we give over my folks who said for appreciation, any question from the Yamate students? Any question from the Yamate students? From the other department that are here with us? If you have no question from them, no question, okay? We've got
Good afternoon. My name is Gbenga, and speaking on animation, speaking on animation, I don't want to ask a question that because nowadays we have artificial intelligence, and I have to be like an NFT creator, so we have there's an artificial intelligence that creates animation or 3D cartooning or stuff like that. All you just need is just prompts or keyword for you to create it. I want to ask, is that also legal? Like, is is it not affecting the production or the marketing system of the original 3D animation processing?
That's actually a very good question. Since this whole AI everything starts coming and all that. So one thing I know for sure is that whatever comes, we probably go, and whatever comes to stay, will just be some sort of announcement for what we are ready to do. I know the guy now uses this AI everything. It's a concept that draws a lot. So, and I know I've heard about some software or some app or something like that that used to generate concept. So instead of seeing it as something that might actually be an influence for the animation industry, me, I see it as some sort of enhancement. Because what this guy does now, instead of him spending like unlimited time trying to come up with a concept, maybe he collects a job, he needs to design a concept for someone or something. Instead of him spending like countless hours thinking and brainstorming, you can just put those keywords into the software. The software will come up with something that can actually help him now to, do his own stuff. If you're looking like for now, when you're gathering your references, you go online, you go on Pinterest, you go on Google, start getting images and stuff. But you might still not actually get what you're looking for. But with AI now, if you put it there, the AI will just continue to what you need with those keywords. So I don't really see it as something that, out there, somebody is doing a movie right now that is that they are spending enough, like millions of dollars, trying to get some kind of new technology for film. So I wonder like, if these people are out there spending this much to get this particular movie done, only for somebody to watch it for 1 hour 30 minutes. So why will an AI now kind of stop his flow? Because they're spending like millions and billions of money on technology just to do a film. So why not just use AI if it is that easy to just generate something and put it out there? Of course, people want something that is original, something that has a backstory to it. Something after you have seen it now, you start looking around and start hearing things about how those things were done, how one person probably had some life-changing events to actually be able to come up. So those are the kind of originality that we actually sell. And that is what the animation is about. Truly, yes, there are so many things that have come, so many software that people say, okay, we can use this thing to get this done. But when you look at the output, you can never compare it to something that was done, that they spent time on, they spent energy, they spent a lot of money on to actually create. So that's like the two, that's like the difference between AI and something that you do yourself organically. So AI is there to stay, of course, but it is just an avenue for you to, it is a tool that you can use just like every other to help you with your job, not to be like a sort of competition or so. Yes.
So, appreciation is given by that's part of our students.
First of all, I want to thank our company for organizing this program. And also, I am so impressed that you did an only an experienced person will understand what to say better. Let us give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I think all enjoyed the session. Wouldn't you say that?